strides today. I thought the quarterbacks threw the ball better. We were going downfield, and between the tight ends, and Aiden Eberhard made a couple great catches. We're trying to solidify some depth at certain spots, particularly the linebacker spot. We did have some full contact work on the inside running game and a little bit of a mixed bag there, and worked on some kicking, and started out practice with a pass under pressure session, and the defense really had their way. I think there was some confusion. We'll have to work on getting some things better there. So this time, questions.
How would you kind of assess the quarterback right now at about midway point? Is there a distinct leader, or what do you?
I wouldn't say a distinct leader. We came in. Tyler's certainly been competitive, and I think he's pushed Sean, and Sean's responded, and he's done some things well. Both of them need to continue to work on getting better. I think those two guys have separated from the other guys, but we're pleased. I think we're further along than where we were at this time last year.
You mentioned some depth at linebacker. I know when we talked last week, you mentioned Chad Muma.
Yeah.
It wasn't much. Is there anyone else starting to maybe get into that mix a little bit more?
No, not really, and that we're going to continue to grind and try to find somebody.
You've rotated like a lot of guys on defense. Is that part of trying to sort out some of that depth?
Well, during the course of the spring, we're trying to almost, I wouldn't say give equal repetition, but we're not worried about getting ready for an opponent, and so trying to find depth, trying to evaluate and spread those repetitions around, and we're grading everything.
What are some of those other positions that you're trying to build some of that depth?
I think the defensive end position is an area where we've, we lost a couple of really good players there. The fullback position is going to be important also. Skylar Miller, who we flipped over from the linebacker position to fullback. He's from Torrington. He's really doing a nice job.
Craig, I know, aside from some of the injuries that aren't very pleasing, has there been some surprises or some pleasantries that maybe that kind of caught you off guard a little bit, at least so far this spring?
I think the tight end position is really starting to emerge as what we think could really be a bright spot for us. And Nate Wyman and Jackson Marquette are really showing some good signs, and so we're pleased with that position. I think the safety position, we're having some progress. Now, Elijah Halliburton was not at practice today. There was a death in the family, so he wasn't able to be here. But I think we're making progress there also.
You mentioned X last week, and he seemed to be separating himself. What has he done that's kind of impressed you, and how important is his development in the spring now that he's pretty much the only guy that's got any experience back there for you?
Well, I think the biggest thing that has occurred is he put on some really great lean muscle mass. And he's always had a good change of direction, a good feel where to plant. But, those extra 10 pounds, they've been solid pounds. And he's catching the ball well. He's pass protecting well. But I think he's gotten to become more of a forceful runner.
Injury-wise, did you go do all right today?
Zach Watts was not able to finish practice. I think there's maybe something with his kneecap. Hopefully it's not anything serious. We'll see. We'll know a little bit more tomorrow about how much swelling is in there, but I don't think it's going to be something that's going to keep him out a long time.
Are you guys going up to Casper on Saturday? How long have you been going to other cities to have these scrimmages, and what made you want to do that?
You know what? It's important for us. All our programs have taken, whether it's an on-site competition or we're just not positioned to do that in the fall. But I think it's important that we're the University of Wyoming, not the University of Laramie. We've kind of split back and forth between going from Cheyenne to Casper. We're in hopes that the weather's going to be good.
Yeah.
We were up there a couple of years ago, and we have a lot of players that are from that portion of the state, not only Casper but Sheridan and different places. So it's an opportunity for them to get out as well.
I saw CJ not in the red jersey anymore. Has he been cleared, or what's his status?
He's been cleared. He's got full strength in that arm, and he's able to tackle, and it's great to have him back out there full speed.